This is Gilchirst Blue Springs State Park. We got our mask and snorkel, we got our GoPro, and we're here to check out the beautiful spring.
Welcome to Gilchirst Blue Springs State Park here in High Springs, Florida.
We are swimming in a fresh spring today, 72 degrees all year long. This is actually one of Florida's newest state parks. They acquired it in 2017.
Yeah, which is pretty crazy. And we did a little research, and this spring pumps out 44 million gallons of water per day.
Per day.
That's freaking wild.
That's crazy. But we are right outside of High Springs, Florida, about 40 miles northwest of Gainesville, Florida. If you're familiar with the area, Genie Springs, a really popular springs, is only like 10 minutes from here.
But here at Gilchirst Blue Springs, you can bring your dogs with you. They do allow you to kayak down the spring. You can also paddleboard. They have a little like pool area, which we're gonna check out today. It is $6 a car to get into the park, but we are camping here at the campground actually. They do offer primitive camping and RV tent camping, which is the site that we have. So today, right when you pull in, they have a camper self check-in area, which each of the sites are labeled there with your a map and your little site paper to check in that you're here.
Got a little map. We're site 1. So they have tent sites and they have RV sites, or they have some that are RV and tent sites, I guess. Because we're in the RV site, so we have electric. So we made it to our site. We are at site 1, which is an RV site. We have good news and very bad news. What's the good news?
What is the good news?
I forgot.
I guess that we made it here.
The good news is we made it. The bad news is it's only 30 amp of electricity, which is the plug that our RV plug
would fit in perfectly. She'd be very happy here.
Come on. Can you see that plug? That's a 30 amp plug.
Yes, it's not a your normal household 110, 120.
So normally the electrical outlets, they have like the regular 120 volt plugs in them as well. That's what
this one does not.
Gonna be.
So we don't have electricity. It's funny, the last two campgrounds
it's 80 degrees right now in Florida. It's the end of March, but it's going into the 50s tonight, so I think for sleeping wise, it'll be okay.
We're just gonna melt all day. Well, I guess we'll just stay in the spring.
Spring that's 72 degrees.
Yeah, it's just funny, the last two campgrounds that we reserved for electricity, we did not have electricity. So go us.
Woo!
So we're gonna head to the spring because we finished setting up our tent. We're hot, we're ready for the water, but we're gonna bring you with us, and then we'll bring you back later to show you our setup.
Sounds good. Let's go do it.
Let's do it.
We are here at campsite number 1. The campsites are really close to each other. 2 is right here. There's campers right behind us over there. So everyone's definitely a little close together in this area. The primitive area is a little further spread apart. But all right, let's go check out the spring. Yeah. Question everybody has is there gators? And yes, there definitely is a possibility of gators to be in here, but they tend to stay away from large crowds of people. But they can be present along the trails and the waterways here. Anywhere in Florida there's water, there could be gators. Looks like they have like 2 little entrances here. This side is for people walking in, and this side is if you have a paddleboard or a kayak. So you're not launching straight into people. Ooh, I am now entering the water. This is a fresh, natural spring, 72 degrees, every day, all year long.
It's freezing!
I'm ready for you to dive in.
All right, I'm dropping.
Do it.
It is refreshing though.
What do y'all think of the color of this water? Beautiful, fresh, natural spring. Can you believe 44 gallons of water every day?
That's crazy. All right, Kim, she's gonna go for a dip now. You gotta get you gotta get under the water. Does it feel amazing? It's refreshing. It's definitely very refreshing.
It's just absolutely beautiful here.
completely surrounded by all the trees. Happily, the sun is shining, which helps with the 72-degree water. But Kim went and grabbed her snorkel and mask, so I think she's gonna go exploring a bit, and I'm sure she'll take you with her. I got my mask and snorkel, and I'm gonna take you guys underwater and give you a little look around.
What do you think of the spring so far?
It feels so good now, and it's so beautiful. I wish we, you could rent kayaks here. They're not cheap.
Nope.
So it's not on our budget, but that would be really nice to be
Yeah,
able.
it's like $50 for like 2 hours or something.
Yeah,
Kind of
so
crazy.
we were hoping we'd be able to use our tube, but that's not an option.
Swim all the way down as far as we can go. This is the whole swimming pool area here of Gilchirst Spring. And then this is where the kayakers go, and the paddle boarders. See the ones coming in right now. And you go all the way down that way, but I heard that the water starts to get murky. It's not clear like it is here. For no tubing, swimming, or walking behind this point. How you doing, ma'am? There's fish? Fish over there? There's fish where the people aren't. I just love how this is fresh water. It's not chlorinated pool water or salty ocean water. This is fresh, beautiful water. With the mask and snorkel, I could float around in here all day long.
This is so much fun. It's very chill, but the more people that are showing up, the more the sand is getting kicked up, so it's not like as clear.
Yeah.
But it feels really good now. Like, I'm not even cold anymore.
Don't mind the mask marks from
We're
my
gorgeous.
face.
We're gorgeous.
I've been just floating all around, diving down.
Yeah.
This is so fun to me.
That's awesome.
I forget how much I love the water
Until you're in it, right?
until I'm in the water.
Especially when it's clear and beautiful, and we're camping here tonight too, which is nice. We can even go take a break and come back. I think they're open until dusk, so
Yeah, and that's not till like 7:30.
yeah.
Definitely more people than when we first got in today. And that kicks up all the sand and makes it a little murky, so it's not as clear, but still super beautiful. I do really forget how much I love the water until I'm back in it. You just feel like you're in another world when you're under the water.
It's amazing. It's a whole new
No, when you have the mask and snorkel and you can just stay underwater, everything else just disappears and you feel like you're in another world.
I know, I kept forgetting there were so many people here.
Right? So what'd you think of Gilchirst Spring, Erin?
Thoroughly enjoyed it, especially after setting up our site today. This was the best way to cool off. Beautiful and not super crowded. I mean, a good amount of people showed up, but definitely not overwhelming. We still had our own space to explore.
Yep, highly recommend bringing the mask and snorkel to be able to look around. Even fins if you want to be able to dive down. I wish I had fins, but unfortunately we don't have those with us. But there's also like a nature trail here.
Yeah. There's plenty to do. Yeah. Besides the spring too. So,
all right, you ready to get out?
I think so. Maybe we'll come back later, but I'm getting hungry now.
Hopped out of the spring, and they have this little area right here where you can bring your chair or your towels and whatnot. Usually,
I'm warming up a little bit. But there's also the
nature
entrance
trail
to the nature trail right here. So it's nice. We just brought one of our camping chairs
down from our campsite.
Hold on to our items for us
earlier,
while we were playing in the water.
Earlier, people that are not camping here had their chairs and blankets and everything.
Yeah.
In this little area right here, there's no tables or chairs or anything, but.
And not by the water. There's a couple pavilions up there. I don't know if you have to rent them or not. But yeah, this is absolutely beautiful. Like, look at this. It's gorgeous. Gorgeous.
Gorgeous. Beautiful park. Yeah, there's a couple pavilions up here, but I'm sure you have to rent them. This spring only cost about $6 per car to get into a state park and to be able to use the spring here. So it's definitely an affordable thing to do here in Florida if you come here. Highly recommend for families for sure. For everyone. We are back at our tent. We are all cleaned up, changed of clothes. We're good to go. Beverage time. And soon to be dinner time. But here is our tent. We have an Ozark Trail tent. Maybe we'll give you a little tent tour.
I think so.
But this is our site here. We do have a little fire pit, picnic table.
Unfortunately, they do not sell firewood here.
Yeah, they don't sell firewood.
Or ice, or really like anything.
Yeah.
Which we weren't aware of, but...
They do have a lot of places you can get firewood right outside of here on the side of the road, but you got to pay cash. We don't have any of that either.
And also the driveway to get in here literally took 10 minutes. So it's another 10 minutes to get out of here. It was like a bumpy ride. Another 10 minutes to come back in. So leaving to go somewhere, it's definitely gonna take some time. So we're just gonna deal with what we have and make the best of it. And I really enjoyed the spring today. It was amazing. So
it was so beautiful. And to be able to stay right here, literally we have the site closest to the spring is right over there where that pavilion is on the other side.
Crazy.
So we have the closest spot to the bathrooms and to the spring. Yep. So since we told you about our electricity fiasco, we needed to blow up our air mattresses. So we made friends with our neighbors and they let us use their power.
Yep.
We hung up a string here because people kept walking in between both of our sites. So we're trying to block. So we both hung all of our wet stuff from the spring.
But they're so sweet. Like RVing and camping community, it's real. So it's really nice. Like as soon as they pulled up, they were like, "Hey neighbors, how are you?" They have a super cute dog. His name is Scout. Love that we get dog pets while we're here too. But it was amazing that they let us blow up our air mattresses because we were thinking we were gonna have to drag them into the wash house here. So we're gonna do the tent tour now while we still have some light. I think is the best idea. So yes, welcome to our Ozark Trail.
Welcome to our crib. Erin, do you feel like this is our new home?
I do. This is our second home. This is our lakeside home, our creekside home,
our springside
Fort Wilderness Lodge. Yeah.
We've been camping all over Florida the past 2 weeks in this tent.
Georgia, like
we normally live full time in an RV. My name is Kim.
And I'm
this
Erin.
is Erin.
Welcome if you're new.
We're normally in an RV,
but we like to tent camp every once in a while just to mix it up.
So we're doing a Florida road trip tent camping.
Come on in. We have double layer protection for the bugs.
Double layer protection.
We always open this, come inside. Then we gotta zip it up before we open the second layer. That's just to help with bugs because who wants to sleep with mosquitoes and spiders? Definitely not me.
No, thank you.
There you are.
Dun, 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 dun. Welcome to our crib. We have a little mat outside. We leave our shoes here. Inside we have some like moving blankets
As our carpet.
on the floor as our carpet. We have a table here with both of our chairs. My bed over here. My clothes. A couple coolers. And then on this side is Aaron's bed over there.
And our portable toilet.
Toilet for nighttime.
Toilet.
And then we have our
yes.
oscillating fan going right here. Close that up. We're good to go. We got a couple lights hanging. We got our speaker playing music.
Yeah,
we're about to make some sandwiches.
We're having sandwiches for dinner. We're only here one night, so we didn't want to bust out a grill or anything because that's a lot of cleanup, and we just kind of want to be able to enjoy ourselves because we do have a long drive tomorrow. We're about a 6-hour drive. We're headed to South Carolina. So if you're new to the channel or you have not subscribed, make sure you hit that button because we have more adventures coming and we would love to have you join us.
For those of you that have been with us, you may notice Erin's hair is looking a little shorter. She chopped her hair off.
Yes. Had the stepsister. She offered to give me a haircut and I was like, please. I never know what to do with it. I normally have this sloppy top thing falling down.
The horrible bun.
Yeah. So it's fresh. It feels great.
Let us know what you guys think.
Yes. Hopefully I won't have such a mess look that I normally do, which is part of my charm, I think, but I love it. It feels great. Perfect for getting ready for summer. So I'm a happy girl.
It's great. Here is our gourmet dinner. Some little mini sandwiches on this little mini
Brioche
buns I found at the store. We're having some turkey and cheese with some grapes and some honey barbecue potato chips. Cheers, everyone. We are having a beautiful evening here. I love all the moss hanging from the trees. Beautiful. How you doing, ma'am? How was your dinner?
Delicious. Hit the spot. Didn't have to cook it, which I love. Minimal cleanup. I'm about that life, especially when we're only tent camping for one night.
Yep.
Easy is the way to do it.
We've had a great day.
It's been awesome. I think we're gonna sleep amazing. We'll just see how rowdy our neighbors get. I guess will depend on how much we sleep.
We have some rowdy neighbors.
Fingers crossed. They quiet down later.
We took a walk back down by the spring. Now that majority of the people are out, there's just a couple kids
It's so sad.
having some fun.
You can see like basically all the way down to where it gets deep.
Yep.
It's awesome.
That's a whole deep section all over here. This whole way we could walk without going under.
Oh yeah.
All the way to the end.
Me, and I'm only a little over 5 feet. And if I stay to the right, I can go all the way down. But if you go a little bit more
that
to the
way,
other side, it gets pretty
I think it's
deep.
about like 25 feet deep maybe.
Yeah. But
Good morning from northern Florida. How you doing, Erin? How did you sleep?
we had quite the interesting night last night.
Yes.
They're
not here anymore. They left already.
The mom who was running the show kind of lost her mind last night.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if she was on drugs, not really sure exactly what happened, but she was screaming, revving her engine, pulling her car back and forth with her trailer in it, just angry about something that
And this was all happening at midnight.
Yeah. And I finally, yelled to her, "Can you stop yelling, please?" That just made her more angry. So I ended up having to call the after hours number and just explain what's happening. And they came right away and shut her down because she was quiet after that. And now they're gone. So
Yeah, until before sunrise this morning, she was out there breaking all their stuff down.
yeah.
But
It
now
was
they're gone.
an experience. Once they came and quieted her down, we finally got some sleep.
Yeah.
But it was a night. This has been definitely
Tent camping can be an interesting thing. You never know who you're gonna meet and come across. But
it's funny, we've had the opposite, the crazy neighbors and the most amazing neighbors on the other side.
yeah, we have amazing neighbors on the other side. I've been talking, chatting with them the whole time.
Yeah.
But I wish we would have stayed out in the primitive area. It looks way nicer up there.
Tip.
We didn't end up getting electricity anyway, so we could have been back in the primitive area where it's way nicer and less
If you
people.
don't have an RV, you have to park here. But if you're tent camping or anything else, definitely I say pick primitive if you're here.
Doing a little drive around, and they have this primitive tent camping area in the back It looks a lot nicer actually than this section that we are in.
that we got for electricity that we cannot use, so it's pretty funny.
These sites are no electricity. It's basically where we're at, but at least our site is closest to the spring.
And the bathroom.
In the bathroom.
It's just much more beautiful back there. Chill. I mean, this is the only bathhouse, so that part is going to be a little bit of a trek, but I think it would be worth it. I kind of wish that's what we had done, especially once we knew we didn't have electricity. But overall, we had a good stay. We enjoyed the spring yesterday. Yeah. And we're actually going to go hit up the nature trail and see what that's all about before we head out. So let's go.
Back at where you get into the spring, it's about a little after 10 o'clock right now. Nobody's in the water yet except for some kayakers, campers that are staying here.
The sun is not hitting the water yet, and it's, I mean, then I wouldn't say there's a chill in the air, but for Florida morning, yeah.
And this is where the start of the nature trail is. We were told that there's 2 different trails, a yellow and a blue. Just a short walk on the start of the trail. We came to this area right here.
So pretty. There's a native plant that they are trying to preserve here. It's called red logwedia. I'm not sure how to pronounce it.
That red plant down in there.
Yeah. And then it's an aquatic plant, but it does grow above the surface and can bloom flowers from spring to fall. So
look at the reflection on the water.
So beautiful.
So pretty.
It's like glass right now.
But this is like a little protected area because they're trying to get the vegetation to grow here. All right, so we're seeing signs for the blue hiking trail. So that's what we're taking.
That's what we're doing.
That's what we're doing.
Look at this tree.
How cool is that?
It's a pretty big tree too.
But how did it grow like that?
I don't know.
It's all connected.
Yeah, it's like a natural little
arch.
Yeah. Is this like a portal?
Oh, should we go through it?
Yeah, portal to like another land. That's so cool. Take a picture with your phone.
I did.
That's so cool.
Florida.
Florida, man. I know, it's crazy. We've lived our whole lives and we've explored like 3%.
Yeah, because all we did was go to
Disney World. We're trying to broaden our horizons now and tent camp and actually get in the thick of it. I'm really glad we came here though.
Watch out for spider webs.
Yeah. Bananas.
We did put on bug spray.
Yes. Definitely important if you're going to hike anywhere in Florida. Do any kind of trails. There's always bugs no matter what time of year. They're just bad or really bad. So bring your bug spray.
This is so pretty in here.
Pretty. We spoke to a woman last night and she was telling us to definitely, she's like, do a trail. She's like, it's so beautiful. It's like you're walking through like a fairyland. And there could be some fairies in here for sure.
Looks like a little like marshy, like swampy on this area where the spring is over here on this side, but there's so many beautiful
yellow flowers.
This massive tree is down there.
Yeah.
We just saw a woodpecker over here.
He woke us up this morning too.
Yeah, he woke us up this morning.
Can you see him? I can see the top of his red head. He's going up the tree right now. We didn't have any luck finding the woodpecker. He was camera shy. But we did come across another painted heart, a blue heart. So we know that we are on the right trail. And there are just squirrels everywhere running rampant. We keep hearing them scurry. They're bouncing back and forth across the path like they're parkouring. Oh, there's a bunch just ran over here. But this is absolutely just so beautiful. And it feels so nice in here. Like Kim,
a little shaded.
And Kim said the high is like 71 right now. So it's like perfect. And we got the sunshine. I think that's the trick too. If you come in the morning, you get a little bit of the sunshine without the heat. See, it's just the trees look incredible with the light shining through.
Do the nature trail and then get hot and then go on the spring.
Yep, I think that's the way to do it. There's a big old hollowed out log over here like you would see in like the old Disney films with like Bambi. And it's a beautiful area to come check out the spring. You can't swim or fish over here. Oop, almost tripped. But it's absolutely beautiful. There's definitely got to be some fairies living over here. Just look at it, it looks like glass. Wow.
nice getting out in nature, do a little hike.
Especially when this is what you're looking at. Like, come on.
And then in Florida, everything's flat.
Yeah.
So hiking is a lot easier than when you're hiking in the mountains.
A little different. We also have to keep an eye out for gators in this case.
We have not seen any gators though.
But they would love this kind of, they like the darker,
swampier area.
Water that's a little cooler, so there's got to be at least one in there, I think. Tree is huge, holy moly.
Look how massive this tree is.
Crazy.
It goes all the way up there.
Wow.
But just the trunk. The trunk is huge. Look at that. Wow. This is so pretty in here. This is huge.
You don't see trees like that often?
No, not in Florida. We literally just heard an owl all of a sudden.
Oh my god, that's crazy.
So loud too. Aaron's talking back. Do it again. That's the owl. Aaron's talking to an owl.
Look at the roots of this overturned tree. It's pretty crazy.
Wow.
And beautiful at the same time. I just love seeing all these yellow flowers. Nice little pop of color. They're probably weeds. I don't know. But they're really beautiful. Just seeing them all throughout little touches of gold.
In like the swampy areas.
Yeah.
This trail's been going.
Yeah. I don't know if it goes somewhere or
back to our campsite.
Or if we have to turn around. I'm not sure.
I just bought
But this is just incredible. And this is like the stuff you get to do if you stay at a state park. You get to camp and enjoy this rate. You can't do this in no hotel.
Nope.
Nope, nope.
In a hotel you get air conditioning and a couch.
And a TV. All the comforts. But we like to do this. This is what living is all about. And we're trying to do it while we can. And we enjoy bringing y'all with us. So if you've enjoyed this video so far, please make sure you hit your like button, hit your subscribe button so you can join us in all our adventures.
Just found this tree that has a blue and yellow marking on it. And then I see an arrow over here that's yellow pointing this way. So I guess the yellow trail goes that way. And the blue one, keep going this way for blue?
I think that's because I kind of like staying near the spring.
Yeah, so let's stay on blue.
Yeah. So we just ended the blue trail and it finished over by the primitive tent camping area. Or you can also start from this area and work your way back like we did. So either or, especially if you're staying in the primitive area, that would be your way to go.
Yeah, this is the whole primitive area.
Yeah, it's absolutely beautiful. All the sites.
I feel like that took us like 45 minutes.
Well, we stopped the video, took a lot of pictures, but also these sites look a lot bigger too, and just way more privacy, and it's just really beautiful over here. So yeah, pro tip, stay in the primitive site if you can.
The primitive area is back up this road here, and then the campground is this area right here. That's our tent site, and that's the restrooms there, and that's the spring down there, and the nature trail we took started right over there. Just another FYI, a lot of this campground is this really soft, fine dirt. It's what's all at our campsite as well. So just be prepared. Your feet will be dirty the majority of your trip.
So the bathrooms here are bathrooms. They do have running water and toilets, but it's one bathhouse, so it's shared with all of just the people here for the day as well as the campers. So just keep that in mind too if you wanted to come and stay here.
But there's showers and there's like little changing rooms and toilets.
They even have a hose outside. We've seen people using that to wash their dishes and things, so you can rinse yourself off, your dogs off.
This hose right here.
Whatever you need to do. So that's nice. You don't have to do it at your site, especially if you are primitive, because you don't have water or electric over there. So at least you have an option, for rinsing.
Almost done putting away our tent, and like the leaves are falling on us as we're trying to put the tent away. We're trying to keep it all clean inside, but we are all finished here.
And just like that, we're all packed up. One night, one fun afternoon, and a great morning. So besides our wild neighbors last night, it's been a overall a decent stay. Again, I would say we'd pick the primitive if you have the option.
If you're tent camping.
Yeah, if you can. If you're an RV, you have to be up here. But if you are tent camping, I say prepare yourself and head to the primitive area. So beautiful. You have the hiking trails start, you know, the heads of the hiking trails right there. It is a little bit of a trek to the bathroom, but if you prepare right, you'll be fine. Really enjoyed the spring, right?
Yeah, the spring was amazing for sure. I mean, I do wish we could have gone tubing. We do have a tube with us that we were carrying around, but unfortunately we didn't get to use it at this spring. We had a goal of hitting up a spring in Florida. We just didn't know which one it was going to be. But I loved being able to use our mask and snorkel all around in the spring. It was just beautiful being in that fresh water.
Incredible. Like nothing like a Florida spring in my opinion anyway. But we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please hit your like button. Again, if you're new to our channel or you have not subscribed, please do so. It is free and we love to have you join us in our adventures, and if you do subscribe, you won't miss any of our uploads, and we'll see you in the next episode.
Bye y'all.